Welcome back to the channel for a brand new top 10 video. Hopefully you guys are doing well, you're safe inside and washing your hands non-stop. Hopefully you haven't ate too much toilet paper. In today's video, we will be covering my top 10 Converse sneakers I recommend you guys add to your collection. And the other video, the Puma one I uploaded, my top 10 Puma video, some people were very triggered that I didn't own every single sneaker I recommended. I'm not rich. I'm not a rich, spoiled kid in California, so I'm sorry about that. That disappointed you. But on top of that, these videos are also like my top 10 sneaker list of 2019. So I can't afford every single sneaker I want. That would just be crazy. Well, buying every sneaker you wanted would just be crazy. So yeah, with that said, this is my top 10 Converse list of 2019, aka my top 10 Converse recommendations I think you should add to your collection. If you guys want more videos like this, I do have a top 10 playlist. I'll leave it linked down below in the description, so feel free to check that out. Binge watch that while you're isolating yourself indoors. And with that said, let's start off this top 10 list. Coming in at number 10 is a collaboration between Converse and Just On. They are the ERX Red colorway. Now they did do a couple other colorways of this silhouette. They're very loud and bulky sneakers, so they're definitely not for everybody. They really give off these old school retro basketball vibes, and I don't know what it is about these shoes. I think it's just the bulkiness of them, but whenever I see these sneakers and even the Nike Air More Uptempos, I think of anime characters wearing them for some odd reason. So yeah, this is the red colorway of the Converse ERX Just Dawn collaboration. They did do a couple other colorways like this black one on screen right now. And again, these did release in a pack of Converse ERX with Just Dawn. So they also did a black colorway along with a white colorway, which is sort of like a white cement theme. So yeah, if you don't like the red colorway, maybe it's too loud for you. The black and white ones, those might suit your style a bit more. But with that said, let's get on to number 9. Coming in at number 9 are the Converse Chuck Taylor 1970s or 70s as they're being nicknamed, in collaboration with Tyler the Creator for the Golf the Floor line, the Converse Chuck Taylor 1970s Cherry Bomb. Now I haven't been too crazy about a lot of the Golf the Floor sneakers that Tyler the Creator and Converse have been putting out recently, but these Cherry Bomb 1970s, I absolutely love these sneakers. That super loud blue color on the canvas upper to contrast those loud flames on the side, it brings together a really fun, playful summer Converse sneaker. Now in the past, we've seen Converse collaborate with Tyler the Creator on a lot of like one-star silhouettes, but I think this is one of the few that aren't a one-star. It is the 1970 Chuck Taylor, and I'm a huge fan of the 1970s. So yeah, what do you guys think about these fire Cherry Bomb sneakers? Let me know in the comments down below about any of these sneakers actually on this list. But yeah, that is number 9, the Converse Golf the Floor Chuck 1970s Cherry Bomb. Our number 8 sneaker is definitely a Converse that is not suited for the masses. Usually when you think Converse Chuck Taylors or just Converse in general, you think of sneakers that are pretty much suitable for everybody of every race, of every ethnicity, of every age. It doesn't matter. Everyone can wear a pair of Converse. But these right here, number 8, I don't think you can put under that category. They are the Converse Chuck Taylor 1970 Ambush collaboration. Now they released this pack in 2 different colorways, a black colorway and a white colorway, and it definitely suits the brand Ambush's, aesthetic. Now these sneakers are definitely going for more of a high fashion appeal because that is sort of the sort of look that Ambush does have. So if you're into high fashion, if you're into sneakers like maybe the Rick Owens Geo Basket, I think this sneaker might appeal to you as well. I've seen a few other creators like Anthony DeLuca wear these on Instagram and they look really good on him. So it's a sneaker that's not suited for most people, but if it is in your style, if it is in your aesthetic, they're going to look really good with the right outfit. Coming in at number 7 is another fire Converse Chuck Taylor. And by fire, I actually mean there's flames on the sneakers once again. They're the Chuck Taylor 1970s from the Archive Print High Flames pack. Now they did 2 different colorways. This is the high one that I prefer more. It's the black one with the flames on the side, but they also have, a white low top colorway, great for the summer as well with red flames. But I'm a bigger fan of the high top Converse Chuck Taylor 1970s. I just think high tops, they suit my style a bit more than the low tops do. And this is a super simple fire Chuck Taylor. I'm surprised they didn't come out with these Converse much earlier. Coming in at number 6 is another Converse high top sneaker model I'm a huge fan of. Well, I'm not really sure if you could call them a high model, but they're the Converse Pro Leather Mid. This is the Raise Your Game version of the sneaker, and I gotta say I'm a huge fan of this clean leather, white leather upper they have on the shoe, along with the accents of this navy blue as well. You have the contrasting outsole with this like creamy color, along with this suede on the eyelets. It just really brings together a really clean, classic looking Converse Pro Leather mid. Now, usually when people think of Converse, they think of the Converse Chuck Taylor, but I do think the Pro Leather is a sneaker you might want to put on your radar if you haven't tried it out yet. Coming in at number 5 is yet again another collaboration. I think that's going to be a common theme when it comes to most of these sneakers in my top 10 Converse list. They do collaborate with a ton of brands and they usually put out some bangers. So number 5 is a collaboration with Kith and Coca-Cola on the Converse Chuck Taylor 1970 Cold Denim. Now, this isn't the first time that Kith and Coca-Cola and Converse have collaborated in the past. They've done a red, a yellow, a blue, a white, but this Cold Denim colorway is another refreshing take on the Converse Chuck Taylor 1970 for the summer months. I'm a huge fan of this cold light denim that they use on the upper of the sneaker. Pair that with the red contrast Coca-Cola branding, and it really brings together a summery sneaker. Even the photos on screen, they did the photo shoot for these sneakers at a beach. So the second I see these sneakers, I think of drinking Coca-Cola on a nice hot summer beach, and oh, does that sound so good right now. My patio is the closest thing I have to a nice outdoorsy setting. But yeah, being stuck inside for a full week, it gets to you. So, you know, seeing these shoes takes me outside, mentally, spiritually, I don't know. But anyways, let's get on to number 4. Coming in at number 4 is another collaboration with Kith on the Chuck Taylor 1970s. This is their newest black and white colorways that they've released. Now, I believe we've seen these in other colorways in the past, but this black colorway and this creamy white colorway that they released in 2019 were bangers in my opinion. When I think of Kith, I often think of like understated, low-key, subtle flex clothing, and they did a really good job of sort of like intertwining that aesthetic into a classic, the Converse Chuck Taylor 1970s. The subtle like box logo Kith print on the upper of the shoe looks really good, and it's just not something you'll see from very, very far away. So if you see these, you know, paired with a really dope outfit, it's just gonna look really clean. But when you come up close, you're gonna be like, damn, that's actually a really dope pair of sneakers. That's something that is really a subtle flex in my opinion. So I'm a huge fan of the Kith Chuck Taylor 1970s. Let me know, which colorway do you guys like more? Do you guys like the black or the white version? All right, we made it to number 3, but before we get to number 3, I do want to let you guys know I have a full Converse collection video on the channel. So if you guys want to see that, see what a very, very expensive and hyped Converse collection looks like, I'll leave that video linked down below, or as a pop-up card right now on screen. But yeah, with that said, let's get to number 3. And number 3 is probably one of the more underrated Converse releases. They went really under the radar at the start of 2019. They're the Converse Chuck Taylor 1970 Perks and Mini collaboration. Now this is a brand, Perks and Mini, I actually never really heard of until they did this collaboration with Converse, and that's one of my favorite things about collaborations with sneaker brands, and that is it exposes you to brand new brands you never would have heard of otherwise. So here it is, the Converse Perks and Mini, one of the few collaborations I actually have, or one of the few sneakers on this list I have in person in my collection. So this is what the sneaker looks like originally. It's this navy blue sort of puffer jacket kind of upper, and it has hits of right on the back with the tag right there, Prima Loft material, super soft, and also very, very good at keeping the warmth in the shoe. And here is a look at the inside of the sneaker. Now, one thing you're gonna notice about the Converse Perks and Mini that really sticks out is the zipper right here on the side. So this zipper, you can actually undo, you unzip it, you can unzip the zipper of the sneaker, and then it reveals another kind of aesthetic, another look for the shoe underneath. So let me show you guys what that looks like, because the other shoe's already unzipped, and bam, here it is. This is the Perks and Mini Part 2 Chuck Taylor right here, the navy blue upper. It's not a canvas material, it's actually, I'm not sure what kind of material this is. It sort of reminds me of materials you would see on some bomber jackets. It's almost like a nubuck, but not quite. But yeah, this is a look at the unzipped version. It has 2 straps running down the middle of the sneaker. We got the Perks and Mini branding on the tongue as well. And then, yeah, just more branding. It says Mutation. And here's some more branding. It says Mutation, P-A-M, Mutation. Very dope pair of Converse, and it's a concept I think we'll see more and more of in the future, the dual sneaker design, being able to have 2 different sneakers in one just by having the zipper. These also do come with extra laces, so I think I'd probably swap in the white laces on the upper of the shoe. Here's a look at the shoelaces. It says Psy Active on one side, and then on the other other shoelaces. It says Perks and Mini here as well. Coming in at the number 2 spot is a fusion of actually 2 Converse silhouettes, and it's the first time we've seen these 2 sneakers ever fused together. It's of the Converse Chuck Taylor 1970 and the ERX 260. Now here's a look at the ERX 260, our number 10 spot. I showed you guys earlier the black, red, and white colorways that they had. And then this is it fused now with the Converse Chuck Taylor 1970. Now this sneaker, a lot of you guys in the Sneaker Talk family really liked. A lot of you guys wanted me to talk about this sneaker, and well, here we are talking about this sneaker. I love these things. These are awesome, and they actually sold out in a lot of these sneaker boutiques in Toronto like Capsule, Haven. Livestock never ended up getting them, and they actually went on sale at Foot Locker. So I guess, you know, the crowd, the type of people that buy their sneakers at Foot Locker, they weren't really feeling the Converse Chuck Taylor 1970 ERX 260. Now these sneakers, I love the aesthetic of the shoe. It really gives off this sort of I'm not even sure what kind of vibe to say. It's like an upgraded Chuck Taylor 1970 in terms of aesthetic. I really like the look to it. It gives off these like retro basketball vibes because that's what the ERX 260 is known for, that sort of vibe, that look. And when you fuse it with the Chuck Taylor 1970, it just really brings together a really unique, cool looking sneaker. Now the ERX 260 originally uses leather on the upper of the shoe, but since the Chuck Taylor 1970 typically uses canvas material, they just took that design and that look of the ERX 260 and used the canvas upper of the 1970. Now these sneakers came out in 2 different colorways, a black version and a cream version, and I'm a huge fan of both. Now they did go on sale, as I mentioned earlier, at Foot Locker. Like they didn't just sit on shelves at Foot Locker, they went on sale at Foot Locker while these sold out at regular retail price at the sneaker boutiques in Toronto. So it just shows what kind of, you know, audience and what kind of consumers the different stores do have. So I can still find these at Foot Locker after this whole social isolation thing is done with. I'm gonna try and buy these on sale at Foot Locker, but if not, they might end up on eBay or something like that. But yeah, the Converse Chuck Taylor 1970 ERX 260, I'm a huge fan of the sneakers, and I wish I bought them when I had a chance at regular retail price earlier this year or earlier last year. But yeah, which colorway do you guys like better? Do you guys prefer the black version or the cream version? I'll have both colorways on screen right now. Let me know in the poll in the top right hand corner of the screen, and let's get on to our number 1 pick. Coming in at our number 1 spot, drum roll please. Bam! These are it, the Converse Pro Leather Mid IBN Jasper collaboration. Now, I've shown you guys these sneakers in the past on my my Converse collection video, and these have got to be one of my favorite Converse Pro Leather sneakers they've made to date. They really did a really cool job at remixing and sort of switching up the aesthetic of the shoe, giving these a really high fashion kind of look with the zipper going down the middle of the shoe, the premium velour touches on the back of the shoe, and just everything about the shoe screams premium, luxury, high fashion. I'm a huge fan of the shoe, as you can tell, and that's why it is my number 1 pick, or number 1 recommendation for the Converse Top 10 video. There's a lot of subtle details that go into this shoe, like the 1976 little lace thing right here. That's the year that the Pro Leather was originally made, I believe. We have hits of these like sort of scale material, scale look on the tongue of the shoe, which looks really cool. There's also bands on the inside of the shoe to keep the tongue nice and in place so it doesn't wiggle around at all when you're wearing the shoe. You can choose to have these shoelaces, you can like undo the shoelaces and lace them up regularly, or you can just have it laced like this, the way they came with the zipper showing. And I honestly think I'm going to lace them up properly because that's just how I like my Converse looking. So yeah, I love these sneakers a ton. I definitely want to put together some very cool, luxurious outfits for you guys over on my Instagram. So drop a follow for me on Instagram. It's at SneakerTalkCA to see how I style these sneakers. I feel like this would be something I would wear with my like Balenciaga hoodie or some other dressier kind of looks. This is more of like a date night kind of sneaker, not something I really see myself wearing too much as like a casual everyday beater. And let's face it, a clean white Converse like this You don't want to get dirty. You don't want to stain up the suede. You want to keep these looking fresh and pristine. So yeah, there you guys go. That is my list of my top 10 Converse sneakers I recommend you guys check out. I'll leave links to some of these sneakers in the description down below, so feel free to check out those links. And yeah, if you haven't yet, follow me on Instagram and Facebook or on Twitch. It's at SneakerTalkCA. We will actually be streaming on Twitch tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, so come hang out. We'll be talking sneakers for maybe an hour or so, just vibing, just chilling. And then we'll play some Apex Legends, some Overwatch, play some video games with you guys for a couple of hours, and then yeah, call it a night. So with that said, if you guys made it to the end of the video, comment down below what your top 2 sneakers were from this top 10 Converse video. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. And in my most recent vlog, I actually unboxed a Bear Brick, which is right in the back, right down there, and I needed you guys to give me nicknames for the Bear Brick, or actual names for the Bear Brick. So here are the top 3, and you guys can vote in the comment section down below or in the poll in the top right hand corner what we will be naming the bear. So with that said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.